Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for this morning for this important announcement. It's always wonderful to be in RBG Hall at Rutgers Newark. An important reminder that the work towards justice, equality, and opportunity has always been central to our state. That's why this place here is so very important to all of us. As the Sherrill Caldwell Transition Chair, I'm so excited to see our team coming together. It's really excited that we're scouring the state, interviewing a lot of folks. And over the past month, we've been hard at work building an administration that's going to hit the ground running on day one. We've made it clear that we're on a mission to deliver lower costs, opportunities for our kids, and transparency and accountability in Trenton. In doing so, we're building a team that has worked with communities across the state. So to make sure that everybody has a seat at the table and a say in our future. And so now I have the opportunity to turn it over to the governor-elect to make this important announcement.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Caldwell. I really appreciate it. And thank you for lending your ongoing support and help to the transition with your guidance and leadership. I'm really excited to announce today that I will be nominating Jen Davenport to be New Jersey's next Attorney General. I ran for governor on a promise to deliver for New Jersey families by lowering costs, building opportunities, and bringing transparency and accountability to Trenton. And having a strong Attorney General is going to be a key in ensuring that this administration can deliver on those promises for working people. So when we started our search for Attorney General, I was focused on finding someone who had a strong record of fighting for the people of our state, who understands the communities that we all serve, and who is truly committed to public service. I found that person in Jen. She has been a career prosecutor, worked for the DEA and in the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's got experience in the private sector as well and is known as a force in both criminal and civil litigation. And she has earned the respect of her colleagues and partners in all of these positions. But Jen hasn't just earned the respect and support of law enforcement. She's also earned the respect and trust of the communities that law enforcement serves. I've heard from both law enforcement groups and the NAACP and clergy members alike about how Jen leads by listening, hearing from communities. And I've had the privilege of working with her at the U.S. Attorney's Office. So I know she will stop at nothing to ensure justice is served to everyone. And she does so with a deep passion for public service and for the public. She understands how to bring people together, how to build relationships, maintain open and productive lines of dialogue, and create common sense solutions that make our state safe and fair for all. Our state needs a strong Attorney General to fight for lower costs for New Jerseyans, from the federal government to our grid operator PJM and predatory landlords. Far too many people are looking to drive up costs for New Jerseyans. And she's not afraid to stand up to anybody, including the president. And we will take the administration to court if needed to make sure that New Jersey is getting our tax dollars back to invest in our schools, food assistance programs, health care, and the Gateway Tunnel, just to name a few. With Jen at the helm, we'll be able to ensure that federal agencies are delivering for New Jersey how they're supposed to, and to get our tax dollars back if they aren't. She'll hold entities accountable like PJM, our regional grid operator, to ensure they're putting ratepayers first. And as a mom, Jen is going to be on the front lines of holding big tech accountable for their harmful algorithms that are hurting our kids. I'm determined to make sure that social media companies are using age-appropriate design codes, and that here in New Jersey, we're at the forefront of understanding how big tech's algorithms are harming our kids. I know Jen cares deeply about public safety, about the future of our children and our families, and about making sure that everyone can afford to live here. I know that she'll make a great Attorney General, and I look forward to all of New Jersey getting to know Jen Davenport. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to her to say a few words.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us, Lieutenant Governor-elect Caldwell. And thank you, Governor-elect Sherrill, for this incredible and humbling nomination to serve as your Attorney General and as the state's Chief Law Enforcement Officer. This moment is so special for me because I saw the Governor-elect's dedication to servant leadership when we worked together in the U.S. Attorney's Office, and I know you'll bring that same commitment as Governor. I'm a proud New Jerseyan who has spent nearly all of my professional life in public service and working alongside law enforcement. For as long as I can remember, public service and doing what's right for the right reasons have been my core values. My father was a U.S. Marine and a Vietnam veteran who spent his career as a firefighter. And my mom is a volunteer for everything from our schools to the Healthy Community Coalitions. Together, they instilled in me a desire to serve others, values I know the Governor-elect also holds deeply. I began my career here in public service in Newark as an intelligence analyst for DEA. But I knew that law would give me even greater opportunities to serve. So I went to law school at night while working as an analyst. I later joined the U.S. Attorney's Office with the highlight of serving as chief of the General Crimes Unit, teaching new prosecutors how to partner with law enforcement and protect the public. And after I returned as counsel for the same law enforcement agency where I worked and began my career. 8 years ago, I jumped at the opportunity to serve the state as the first Assistant Attorney General, where I worked alongside law enforcement leaders, police unions, career prosecutors, and with leaders from the communities that we exist to serve and protect to keep the public safe. If I'm fortunate enough to be confirmed, I know I will be leaning on that long career in law enforcement and in public service over and over again. At its core, the role of the Attorney General is to keep people safe and to serve the public. As Attorney General, I will focus relentlessly on public safety, including protecting our communities from gun violence, combating human trafficking, and ensuring the safety of our children. I will focus on furthering the Governor-elect's affordability mission, from going after companies who price gouge our consumers or who deny workers their fair wages, to taking on landlords who collude to raise rents or to discriminate against New Jerseyans in housing, to protecting our kids online by holding big tech accountable for the harm they're causing for our children and their mental health. It also means protecting New Jerseyans from D.C. One of the greatest threats to affordability is coming from Washington, which is issuing policies that raise the costs on everything from housing to health insurance to household goods. So when the folks in Washington issue policies that drive up costs or otherwise harm our residents or violate the Constitution, I will be there alongside the Governor-elect protecting you. Let me share with you how I plan to advance the Governor-elect and her team's mission of keeping people safe and making the state affordable. Throughout my career in public safety, my North Star has always been bringing people together and listening to them, whether that's within law enforcement, with religious leaders, or others from the communities we serve, to come up with solutions that work for everyone, because that's how we build trust and how we keep communities safe. I see the same kind of leadership in Governor-elect Sherrill, along with a philosophy that starts with listening and solving problems together, all in service of her mission a mission to keep people safe and make the state affordable. Now let me thank my family here with me today. Truly. Thank you to my parents, Bill and Linda, for always being there for me and teaching me what public service means. Thank you to my amazing daughters, Noelle and Josie, for inspiring me to do this work and reminding me, as I remind them, to truly be who you are. And thank you to their dad, Chris, who also models for our girls a career protecting and serving the public. And thank you to the Governor-elect and Lieutenant Governor-elect Caldwell and your amazing team for this incredible opportunity and for your own leadership in this state. Now I'll turn it back to you for questions.
Well, thank you so much. We truly are lucky to have you. So without further ado, we'll take questions.